So today we are going to talk about erosion and deposition. We will discuss about the agents, forces, and results of erosion and deposition. Now, if you look at these pictures, you would wonder how long might it have taken for this landform to form. In this lesson, you will learn about the processes that shape these landscapes. What is erosion? Erosion is a process in which weathered particles are picked up and moved from one place to another. So they are transferring or moving the rock material from one place to a new location. Different agents of erosion are as follows. You have flowing water, moving ice, gravity, and wind. Gravity is a very important part of erosion, as well as deposition. It causes water to move downward, carrying and depositing sediments as it flows. Gravity can also pull huge masses of ice slowly down mountain valleys, and sometimes gravity can also cause dust carried by the wind to fall to earth. How about the wind? Wind would wear away rocks and is responsible for the creation of deserts such as the Sahara and Gobi. Strong winds lift tiny particles of dust and carry them long distances. Example, sandstorm, dust storm, and sand dunes. Wind is a very effective agent in moving loose material. Water, being the most influential force of erosion, plays a very important role in also erosion. Rainwater and water from melting snow flow down sloping land, carrying rock and soil particles. An example of where water can be seen as an agent of reaction, as an agent of erosion, is by the formation of a delta. Deltas being formed when rivers empty their water and sediments into another body of water. Sometimes the waves in the oceans and lakes also carry sediments and deposit it to form beaches and other features. Ice moves and carries rocks, grinding rocks beneath the glacier. Every time a moving glacier picks up loose pieces of rocks, you call it plucking. Sometimes abrasion could happen, wherein it cuts into the rock under the glacier, thus creates the smoothing and demolishing of the rock surface. As ice moves slowly down the hill, it is able to transport rock and soil particles that are embedded in it to a new location. Mass movement is a downward movement of rock and other sediments. This is due primarily to the force of gravity. The other name for mass movement is mass wasting. So it is a downhill movement of masses of rock and soil. Some examples are the following. You have a slump, creep, rockfall, rock slides, mud flows, and landslides. In a rockfall, an individual blocks of rock drop suddenly and fall freely down a cliff or a steep mountainside. A rock slide, or in a rock slide, a large mass of rock slides as a unit down a slope. A rock slide can reach a speed of 100 kilometers per hour. Rock slides sometimes can be triggered due to earthquakes. Now, mud flows. It's another example or a type of mass wasting. A mud flow would be consisting of debris with large amount of water. Usually it happens in mountain canyons and valleys after a heavy rain. Mud flows can also occur in active volcanoes. Slumps and creep are other two main types of mass movement. These forms of mass wasting can be much less dramatic than rock slides or mud flows, but they are the types of mass movement that you are most likely to see evidence of. A slump is a slide of loose debris that moves a single unit, so it can occur along roads and highways, where the constructions have made slopes unstable. On the other hand, the slowest form of mass movement of soil or debris is creep. The soil or debris moves at a faster rate, moves slowly at a rate of about 1 to 10 millimeters a year, a rate too slow to actually be seen, but The evidence of the creep can be seen on hillsides that have old fences or telephone poles. Now, what is deposition? Deposition is their final destination, or it's the process of laying down of sediment that has been transported. Some agents of depositions are the following. You have wind, water, and ice, similar to what we have for erosion. So what is the difference between weathering, erosion, and deposition? So think of the weathering as the weather, wearing the rock down. When you think about erosion, think of a road being traveled. So you have all these weathered rocks and it is being transported to a new location. And deposition is your final destination. Think of depositing money into your bank. That is your final destination. So I hope that I'm able to share the differences among weathering, erosion, and deposition.